Hi guys, welcome to K-pop Talks. I'm your host. Today we're gonna check, the winners of the Melon Music Awards of 2023. We did the same thing for the Mama Awards. We're gonna do it with Melon. Melon, I think one thing you have to give them credit. I think compared to Mama is they've always been relatively consistent with the way they pick. Obviously, they value success and popularity, and that's an element of virality that went through the year. But they don't disdain the idea of voting also or giving awards to people that maybe deserve that year in terms of quality. I mean, there have been some groups, interesting groups or interesting artists that have won awards historically at the Melon Music Awards that you don't necessarily expect. But I'm wasting much time. Let's get right into the video. Let's see, best artist of the year, New Jeans. I think, let me make it a little bit bigger so you can see it. Let me then do this. Okay. So we have best artist of the year, we have New Jeans. Best album of the year, we have IVE with IVE. I don't agree with this. I think there's many more albums that are better than this. But going to the logic of what I said before, they probably felt that, it did well, but on top of doing well in Korea, it also something they probably really enjoyed. And to be fair, it's a little bit diverse and different from their previous project. Second of the year, Ditto. I'm fine with it, but I still think OMG is a better song. Becca's best record of the year. In terms of that song, we have NCT Dream. I'm fine with this. I think a lot of people were mad at this because they're like, oh, NCT Dream, but I think this change of style that NCT Dream had this year was really, really good. Hot Trend, whatever, Jungkook. Kakao Favorite Star Award, BTS. New Artist of the Year, Zero Base One and Rise. Pretty standard from two of the biggest companies, or the two biggest companies, really. Best solo male, we have Jungkook. Best solo female, Lee Young-ji, and this was surprising, but this is what I talked about on Mama, said that Lee Young-ji could have won. But so, no surprise, she had this super popular show where idols came and drank, and that she was getting millions and millions of views in the span of days. So that means millions of Koreans in a 60 million people country are watching that show in a matter of days. That's a stupid amount of numbers. She had relatively good success with music. She had a viral song with Dynamic Duo this year. So I'm not surprised she won it, and I'm fine with that. Best music style, Silica Gel. I don't know what this is. I'm not gonna act like I know. It doesn't even come out on Google. Best music video, Stacy Bubble. I don't agree, but it's an interesting pick nonetheless. Stage of the year, Shiny. Song of the year, Rian Jun, which I assume, if I took I said Rian, I mean Ryan, my bad. Let's see what he has been writing this year specifically, because I'm more interested this year. So he did a lot of the groups actually. Pentagon, Luminous. He wrote Feeling Like, Jamie, David's Aping, Taeyong. So he writes with a lot of the old school artists, plus a couple of the newer groups, smaller groups like Luminous, Boogaboo, The Boys, aespa. I really like these two songs by aespa. This is 2022, my bad. 2023. This was like Feeling Like it came out this year, but still, Monsta X, Gravity, IVE, Oh My Girl, a bunch of the girls from Queendom, Signature, Dio, IVE. So if IVE won, and he wrote all the songs on the album, so if IVE won album of the year, he should win that weekly. But he seems to be working with a lot of the more old school artists plus some of the newer artists, so I think that's pretty interesting overall. Let me do one thing. Okay. Then we have Best Female Group NCT Dream, Best Female Group New Jeans. I think that's pretty standard. I don't know why I give them this award as well. At this point, give it to someone else, but that's fine. Best OST, I don't care about OSTs, I don't watch dramas really. Best Male Performance 17. Best Female Person, aespa. Global Artist, aespa. Global Rising Artist, Boys Next Door. Jabo Favorite Artist, Imase. 1K Global Icon, Kiss of Life. And Best Pop Artist, Charlie Puth. Okay. And these are the top artists of 2023. Lee Bong-yeon, Do or Die. Sorry, this is the best songs, let's say. Do or Die, 17 FML. I disagree. I hate this song. I have obviously Dream ISTJ. I'm fine with this. New Jeans Get Up. aespa My World. G-Idol I Feel. BSS Second Win. BTS Jungkook 7. Glad unless I'm Unforgiven. Overall, it's fine. But I agree with this comment. Stacey Best MV, I don't agree. I don't necessarily think there's a lot of editing issues like this person says. But yeah, I mean, I think you could have varied a little bit more this year, especially when it comes to female groups. I think there was so much great stuff from female groups that I think force yourself, of course, to 2 or 3 doesn't make much sense, but at the same time it does, considering the audience and considering what type of people are gonna actually consume your content. Best music style. No, Stray Kids, I was surprised it didn't win anything. In fact, I would say Stray Kids this year I think definitely got snubbed. Even though they don't necessarily love the stuff they did this year, it's undeniable that they had one of the better years of their career. So you should actually award them with some sort of like respect and stuff like that, and at least with getting best male group, I think they would deserve that. There's a comment that no one sang live at Melon Music Awards and debate labeling idols as singers. I mean, of course, this is being stupid, but I think definitely I don't understand the point of having these awards if people are not gonna sing live. One thing I've enjoyed about Mama, as I've said, people were singing live for the most part. There were a couple of groups that didn't, but most of them did. Okay, so what's the point of me having artists on it if motherfuckers are not singing live? It's a live show. Motherfuckers were paying a lot of money to be at that place, hundreds of dollars for tickets. Why are you not singing live? Sing live, even if it's not perfect. Who cares? It's weird to me that companies have regressed in that sense, where, and I think that goes back to what I've always believed, which is now companies want to protect the image of their idols even more than 10 years ago. Because if you look now, not even 10, you can go 5-6 years ago, 2018, 2017. But bro, we're going 2024, and less idols are singing live, less idols are actually performing. But to be fair, and I have to say it without hating on them, I mean, you saw Blackpink's success. They didn't need to perform. Realistically, if I'm a company and I see the fact that Jennie, Jisoo, listen, they don't necessarily care about performance and they're getting all that success, I don't necessarily have to put that much effort on performance as well as a company and end up spending a lot of money and maybe a lot of resources into making sure that my idol's always at the best when it comes to performance. Also, performing is not only the reliable source of income for a lot of these groups. If we go back to like 10 years ago, for example, as we said, 10 years ago, like, if you wanted to be a successful idol, in terms of making money, you had to tour. You had to do colleges, for example, like festivals, So if you're like right now an Omega X, that's probably how you make your money. You make your money going to tours, doing festivals, doing college events, doing stuff like that makes you money, like most artists in the world. But with K-pop, considering how much money there's at the top end, specifically for like people like New Jeans, I can guarantee you New Jeans, they're making millions just by posting shit on Instagram. And that type of thing doesn't really evoke from your company the notion or interest of actually making you the best performer possible. They might want to actually make sure that you know how to sing and everything, but they're not going to actually push you to perform at awards, which at the end of the day, I think it's a detriment to the industry and to the stuff. So let's see what the reactions say. The job is singers to sing. No, I think that's pretty obvious. That's true. Are their roles different from being dancers if they don't sing live? Kiss of Life sold the show with their live singing. I agree. I think you have to create to not only Kiss of Life, but to their company. I think the way they've been run this year was fantastic. Shiny sang live, but they don't always sing live. Shiny, like, I think only Red Velvet really doesn't, but like, historically they've always sang live. So you can't really find a group. I don't know about NCT as a whole, the units, but I know every other group does. I think Inside CD idols has different genre, no standard singers. I think they're slowly but surely turning into less and less as artists, I would say. I would agree with that. It's ironic that we all call them singers, but they cannot sing their own song. What makes them different from the rest of them serves their dance teams who don't sing as singers. A lot of the genre is being an idol, then they can take their shows elsewhere and they're different type of being called singer. Try to use the hand, I sang live, and so I wish Black would be back on award, and I'm still waiting. I'm sure if this is a word show, but I think Ryan sang live, whatever. Why would they waste their time on vocals for an award show? I disagree with this take from David. They can sing live at their own concerts. Mind you, this is not just a random award show. You're not just going there for no public. There's fans there. There's people that pay like tickets to come and see you. So I disagree with that. Is that for being a singer, not in Korea or abroad? And this is a comment actually that it's just singing live has never been approved for being as neither in Korea nor abroad. And this is says, actually, especially about K-pop, you're wrong. And he's right about this. K-pop idols used to sing live, and groups that were able to sing well and dance well at the same time were praised. EXO, BTS, G-Friend, Infinite, Monsta X, VIX, come on, there's another famous group I'm missing right now from that era. A-Pink, for example, when they had a little bit more of their fast routines, and many more, right? People were praised for being able to do that. Like, man, the breath control is crazy, right? In a person, half of the journey changed, and now there's hardly any good vocalists in newer groups, as it's not the most important quality for the idol. And I agree. And that's why people go more for visual. They go more for the better dancer. They go more for a person that looks better, because singing is less important, This comment is funny though. If the Daesung winners like Ivan and Eugene sang live, they also get a Daesung for the worst live singing ever heard. So it's better not for them to sing. They're better for unlazy not coming out to suck, but that was in it. I mean, of course he's being funny, but he's being crude, but it's true to a certain extent. I definitely do think that a lot of the newer idols don't know how to sing, because they're not trained as well. And also, like I said, people don't care about quality anymore. If until third generation, like I said, if you had a 6 out of 10 looks as a person, but you're a 10 out of 10 singer, and you were a 10 out of 10 looks and you were a 6 out of 10 singer, there's a high rate for the first one to get into the group. Now it's almost impossible for the first person to get into the group, so it's an interesting game, I would say. Yeah, it's not impossible. But even if you go with more popular artists, of course, this person is probably my age, I would say. So probably that's why he says a lot of these things. But you look at Shiny, man, famously, I say this every time, G-Friend, that's how they got popular. You would see videos of them performing like at a festival while they're raining, and they're going ham and they're singing, and you can hear their voice perfectly. FX is a super famous video that went viral like 2008 or 9, where they were singing, I think, a new album, if I'm not mistaken, and it was pouring like crazy, and they're singing, you could hear perfect singing. It's hard, but you can do that. And I think for K-pop specifically, that would be a great sell for people to respect them. But like I said, post Blackpink, post a lot of the newer groups, specifically female groups, I would say, it showed that you don't really need to be able to sing very well. Or to perform at your best. You just need to present yourself, look good, and most fans are gonna be okay with it, I disagree with this. I don't think it's the fans' fault. Fans have never requested that element to be perfect. They never asked that. That's one of the few things actually I can't actually blame netizens or anybody really. But having said that, this video is already long, 40 minutes. We've got into it. We've saw the awards, pretty standard. A couple of interesting things. Saw the comments. I agree. Hopefully, eventually go back to that. I don't see it. As I've said, the industry changed completely. But thank you for watching. See you next time, and have a nice day.